Yagumo Part 5, Chapter 3. Holy moly. Without D20, I'm loaded on channel points again. Don't worry, there'll be stuff for you to spend those points on in the future. The faraway future, distant future. At some point. I'm scared too. Told you already, that film is cursed. You're better off forgetting about it. Forget about it. That's all I can say. Just forget about all of this. Forget about that film if you don't want to end up like me. If you watch it, you'll be cursed too. Following morning, Yagumo sits in front of the PC in his room and heaves a deep sigh. After the meeting with Sakyo Ito, he returned to his room and tried to get some progress on the plot for the project, but Sayama and Ito's words kept spinning in his mind, and he couldn't get even a lick of work in before dozing off. Yagumo opens the master folder with a vacant expression and clicks on a file. What he saw there was the Capricious Hall's living room, when the party led by Inspector Misawa and Makuri came in to rescue him. The shaking of the screen makes it clear just how tense that moment was. And within that scene, he caught glimpses of the corpses plastered to the living room wall like a sacrifice. Yagumo stares at that scene absentmindedly, repeatedly replaying that scene. Suddenly, he's jolted by the sound of his phone's ringtone. Consistent setup for the Aqua respawn movement skip bug? Damn, I wish. This is a mail from Sakuya. God, don't give me a heart attack. Subject, big news from Sakuya. Dear brother, Director Yamagishi is coming to the Oki Islands. To Nishinoshima. And can you believe this? Tomorrow, the veteran actor Shichiro Funakoshi will be joining us. Let's go! Shichiro Fukanoshi, a big talent they call the Emperor of Suspense. He'll be working with director Yamagishi. Shichiro Funakoshi. Shichiro Funakoshi. Yagumo had been leaning back against the backrest, but sits up with a jolt and hurriedly plays the pilot film. Right, Shichiro Funakoshi was Manba's actor in the pilot film. He was there on set. He should know something about the film. Yagumo hurriedly composes a mail asking his sister to arrange him a meeting with Shichiro Funakoshi and rises from his seat. He goes out to the reception office, where he runs into Magari, who had just come to work. It's all skips. Skips for every game. The reason that they said that you would be cursed is because it's so long. It's skips for every single video game ever, and once you start watching it, you can't until it finishes. They have it constantly playing in their heads. It's still going to this very day. Morning, director, you're here early. Yeah, I want to get started as soon as the proprietary company starts working. Oh, that place with Sakyo Ito's workroom. Magari replies to his words in a somewhat bitter tone. What's wrong? You sound like you're disgusted by this. I'm not disgusted, I'm just kinda scared. Scared? Scared of what? Yep, you get blackmailed into murdering other world record holders. Oh no. Other world record holders who are getting too close to the truth. I mean, Sayama said you're better off not seeing it, and Ito said the same thing when you saw him yesterday too, right? Oh god. Root run. Monka S. It feels like something bad will happen if you watch it. I have a bad feeling about this. I can't go back after coming this far. I'm not planning on stopping this investigation. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that, but still. Yagumo checks his watch, slightly annoyed by Magari's half-hearted attitude. It's past 10. Contact the company. Magari, do it. Aww. Magari reaches for a smartphone bitterly. Yes, yes. Then we'll be in front of Kasugaheim. Yes, thank you very much. I made the appointment. We're supposed to meet with the company's representative in an hour. Right. I'll go take a shower. So you go get the car. Yes, sir. I feel like something bad's gonna happen too. Yeah. I think only bad things can come from this film. My oh my, was I surprised! All of a sudden, he just gets arrested! And on murder charges at that! I just wish he could cancel his contract already. The representative starts complaining as soon as they meet him. Yagumo simply smiles wryly as they head towards Kasugaheim. So, what are you here for today? Oh, we were asked to deliver some personal articles to Mr. Ito in prison. Technical manuals and the like from his office. In that case, next time you visit him, could you ask him to consent to the contract being void and the disposal of his belongings? For now, his rent is being paid through direct debit, but who's to say how long it'll last? Besides, he shouldn't have to pay rent needlessly. Alright, I'll let him know. We'd appreciate it. Now, here's the spare key. Thank you. I'll go in then. Yagumo soon went back to the front of the apartment building, where Magari and the representative were waiting. Apparently he did find something, because the bag in his hands was swollen. You find it? Yagumo nodded curtly at Magari. The two thanked the representative and parted ways from him, setting forth with stern faces. The art is nice. I really like, the way that they display portraits. And the max mode stuff is also really good. I wish there were, like, more expressions during normal dialogue, though. Because a lot of the time it's just, like, a still. Yagumo enters the editing room, connects the hard disk, and he retrieved from the apartment to the PC and prepares to play the footage. I'm really scared now. Are you really gonna watch this? You can leave the room if you don't want to see it. I'll watch it alone. No, don't leave me, Magari. Don't do it. Fine. I feel like if I don't watch it, imagining what's in there is just gonna scare me more. I'll watch it too. Magari opens the dark disks folder and searches for a file that seems like it might be what they're looking for. Thankfully, there was only one video file in the hard disk, and it didn't take long to find. The file size is pretty small. I don't think this video is an hour or even 30 minutes long. Well, the project was suspended halfway through, so it probably just cuts off at some point. Right, that makes sense. Alright. Hitting play. Go on. Magari clicks the play button with a nervous expression. That moment, garbled footage flashes across the screen for a while before the protagonists, Riho and Manabe, walk across a forested road. Okay, here we go. It's that cursed film. Anybody who doesn't want to see this film, get out while you have a chance, lest you be cursed for the rest of your life. Just like the last two films they saw, the pair banter over trivial matters as they walk calmly together. Nothing looks different from the rest so far. As the two watch the monitor, the scenes seem to change without any coherent order. All of them seems to be scenes where Riho and Manabe are the only people on the screen. This is... I guess the production prioritized shooting all the scenes with the protagonists first. Maybe the movie got suspended before they shot the scenes with the rest of the cast. Probably. What? An abnormal scream rises from the monitor, prompting Yagumo and Magari to jolt in place. Inside the monitor, they see the woman who acted the role of Manabe pinned down under a fallen lighting stand. As the camera shakes in a panic, they can hear what sounds like the voices of the recording staff. No! Hey, hurry up! We have to get this off her now! What are you doing? Hurry up, you idiots! Oh, God! The staff hurried to Manabe's actress without regard for the fact that she's on camera. The woman's neck was in contact with the toppled lighting stand, with faint white smoke rising from where it came in contact with her skin. Oh. That's awful. This isn't a scene, this isn't fake. That's real deal footage of an actual accident. That's what it looks like. Eventually, the screen, which remained as disorderly as before, blacks out. Silence settles over the editing room. That's it? So that's the truth behind why the project was suspended? That lighting stand was an HMI lamp for indoor use. That thing falling on you and touching your skin directly could cause severe injuries. However, Yagumo looks down at the PC monitor again. Magari follows his gaze and looks at the monitor too, immediately realizing what he was about to say. It's blacked out, but it's still playing. There's still 5 minutes worth of data left. Yeah. The pair watch the blacked out screen for a while longer. I'll try scrolling ahead. But just as Magari says this and reaches for the mouse, the image on the monitor changes. Oh. Oh. Suddenly, the scenery changes to a precipitous cliff. Walking along it alone is a woman, clad in a white dress. That's Riho's actress, right? The sight of the woman walking along the cliff under the moonlight, her white dress fluttering about, has a certain mysterious grace to it. Riho eventually stands at the tip of the cliff, and then turns around to look at the camera. Her lips move. Oh, God. Her lips move slightly, forming a few words. And then the next moment. Ah! What? All too softly, as if trying to leap into the road that extends off the cliff's edge, the actress jumps off. What was she thinking? What was she trying to convey? Leaving behind only a tragic, somehow forlorn smile behind, the woman disappears below the cliff. That... just now. That was a fake, right, director? Magari turns to face Yagumo in blank amazement. But upon seeing his face, Magari feels the breath clog in her throat. Ah! Director? This isn't fake. Huh? Yagumo covers his face with his hands, just barely managing to cough out the words through his clenched jaws. It's real footage of how she committed suicide. Real footage. This is... She committed suicide 10 years ago. That's my older sister. Okay, cool. What? Damn it, why? Why is this? Ah! Riho killed herself, and Riho was Yagumo's older sister. Yagumo sobbed, holding his face in his hands as if trying to scratch it off. And Magari can do nothing but watch him, dumbfounded. Why'd she kill herself? Probably because she caused the accident of the lighting stand falling on Manabe's actress on accident, like accidentally knocked it over. She couldn't live with the guilt or something. Studio Yagami's reception office. Magari can't bear to stay in the editing room, and so she decides to sort the receipts for their location scouting. Yeah, that's what I think, at least. Okay, next. Magari stretches to relax and then checks the time on her smartphone. It's been 4 hours since they watched that film. The director hasn't left his room at all. I don't know what I should do either. Magari heaves a small sigh and reaches for her coffee mug. But then... Magari, the Oki Islands! We're going to the Oki Islands! Yeah, I don't know. They made it out to be a lot scarier than it was. I don't know if I'm being insensitive or... Yeah. Yagumo vigorously opens the door and bursts into the reception office. Oh, don't surprise me like that. I guess seeing it actually happen, though, in action in real time, probably it's a lot more graphic. We're going to the Oki Islands. Arrange for a ferry right now. Oh, wait, why the Oki Islands all of a sudden? That cliff. I knew it was familiar from somewhere, so I looked it up while trying to remember, and I found a place that looks like a match. That's probably the Matengai Cliff in the Oki Islands. That means all the other places we saw there must have been in the Oki Islands. Oh, so you want to go and confirm that's the place? The question is, who shot that video? If we can find some trace of it on the Oki Islands, we might be able to find out who that was. Right. There aren't any more flights today, so we can go tomorrow. Let's call Kanade over too. Kanade too? So we're going location scouting? Sure, the ferry fee's pretty expensive though. So since we're traveling, let's make it part of the location scouting then. Well, you cheapskate! Okay, despite her quipping, Magari looks somehow cheerful. Is it just the atmosphere, or Magari couldn't tell, but seeing Yagumo go back to his old self was incredibly reassuring. Yep. Alright, I'll order us tickets online. What about Hitoha? I don't know if she's good to leave the hospital yet, so she probably can't come. Right. About Hitoha, even if she were out of the hospital, I wouldn't want her to exert herself for a while. But leaving without telling her anything would be cold of us. I'll drop by the hospital and let her know. That sounds good. Alright, let me see. Magari fiddles with her smartphone, searching for something, probably the ferry's time, and then looks up. It leaves at 9 AM from port 7, so we should gather here at 7 AM. Alright, let Kanade know too. Roger! Interesting. Recognizing him at once, the woman at the front desk shakes her head upon seeing Yagumo enter. Monami's out again. Feeling that it would be rude to just leave, he approaches the now familiar receptionist and strikes up some small talk. I haven't looked at his Twitter in a while. We have to go to the hospital. Hideki Naganuma Chungus imposter among us. Oh. Oh. Monami, you're here too. Upon entering the hospital room, Yagumo and Magari exclaim in surprise at finding Monami there. Director Ibuse nominated her, so I make it a point to check in on her whenever I can. We need her to get better as soon as she can, for the project to succeed too. I see. Thank you for your consideration. I sure have a lot of guests today. Keishino came here earlier too. Huh? He came to visit you again? There were 3 more fruit baskets sitting on the shelf. Don't tell me those are all from Keishino. Yes, well, I feel pretty bad about it, so I always tell him not to, but he brings one over every time. And they're all the same kind of fruit basket. Itoha can't eat all of these on her own, so she tries to share them with the other patients, but he just keeps bringing more, so it never ends. Ah. It does sound like Keishino's unique lack of sensibility. Magari's about to say that, but realizing it would be a bit too rude, manages to swallow those words. Lots of fruit. I met him earlier, but that Keishino person is a police inspector, right? You have some unusual friends. We went through a lot in Unotsu and Suwano. We're not exactly friends with him either. I'm not even sure why he thinks he can just come visit Hitoha like this. You have quite the complicated relationship with him. Yagumo gently checks on Hitoha. Hitoha smiles happily, but her complexion seemed to have gotten somewhat worse since the last time he saw her. I guess she still hasn't gotten as better as she says. Yagumo speaks cheerfully, as if to drown out the anxiety surging up within him. Oh! Hospitals always have this depressing image in my mind, but this room looks almost radiant. I guess having 2 beauties in the room really makes the place light up. Hitoha chuckles at Yagumo's words for some reason. Huh? Did I say something strange? It's not so much strange as Director Kishida said the same thing when he came earlier. Huh? The exact same thing. It almost feels like deja vu. Deja vu. Ah, being the same as Inspector Keishino. I'm shocked. No, not shocked, embarrassed. Forget embarrassed, you were off at the point where you counted only 2 beauties in this room. True. Huh? I mean, there aren't just 2 beauties in this room, there's 3 beauties. There are 5 beauties. Can't count out Yagumo and Kanade. Oh yeah. Reaction pisses me off. It's the flower basket Monami picked for Hitoha on Director Ibuse's behalf. Hitoha's not looking good. This is not good. Oh, I'm sad. Gotta hand it to Monami. She's got good taste when it comes to this kind of thing. But, seeing them multiply like this is kinda creepy. It's a gift from Inspector Keishino, so who knows what's in there? Oh, I'm sure it's just normal fruit. Well, they're taking up space. Anyway, mind if we eat it? Oh, that'd be a huge help. I can't hope to eat it all on my own. Alright, let's eat it all up, Magari. Roger! 10 minutes later? After Yagumo and Magari devour Keishino's fruit baskets like hungry animals, only one basket remains. I can't eat anymore. Dying. Eat more! More! There's still one fruit basket left. I'd love to eat it all, but I don't think my stomach can take anymore. Do it anyways! Eat it all! Oh, yeah, Hitoha. Yagumo hands her a heavy-looking paper bag. What's this? Remember what I promised you last time about getting you some manga to pass the time with? I bought you some. Really? I was looking forward to this, actually. Wait up, hold on. Wait up, hold on. Why did you go and buy random stuff? It wasn't random. Listen, director, you have no taste when it comes to stuff like that. It's fine, I tell you. I only picked stuff Hitoha would enjoy. So nice manga! And I'm telling you, I don't trust you to do that properly. Now, let's just open the bag and see what he got her. Is that alright, Hitoha? Yes, can we open it up, director? Of course. As they all huddle together to see what Yagumo brought her, Hitoha opens the bag. And what comes out of the paper bag is... Oh, this is... My, this is unexpected. The cover was decorated with delicate lines and graceful coloring. A full set of manga based on the Ogura Hyakunin issue. Oh, the 100 poems. Oh, what do you think, Hitoha? Oh, thank you, I love it. I saw the anime for it once and wanted to read it since. A manga about Hyakunin issue cards, yes? Whoa. Kakinomoto no Hitomaru of the Manyoshu is related enough to Shimane to have the Takatsu Kakinomoto shrine named after him. It fits the project. Oh, that's right, exactly. How do you like my taste now, Magari? Well, what's your verdict? Safe! The hell, you made it sound like I only barely passed. Just the fact it doesn't have any weird macho men in it means you went above and beyond, director. I don't like the implications behind what you just said, but whatever. I thought behing was a word and I was so confused. The group flips through the manga with Hitoha enthusiastically for a while. Okay, anything else? I met him earlier, but yeah, we read this. More Hitoha stuff. Oh yeah, director, you should tell Hitoha about that thing. Oh right, that's what we came here for. What thing? Well, it's just that tomorrow we're gonna go to the Oki Islands for a few days. I figured we should let you know. We're gonna come back and she's gonna be dead! No! The Oki Islands for location scouting? Yeah, something like that. Right, I wish I could go too. Well, there's no helping that. You should rest until the doctor says you're good to leave. Once you're out of here, we can go together sometime. Yeah, but once she gets out of the hospital, which is gonna happen. That's right, the location scouting is just part of our preparations. It'll be your turn to give it your all next. Yeah, you're right. Be careful out there then. And be sure to show me the footage you take later, okay? Yeah, it's a promise. Oh, a promise! Oh, yay! Nothing ever goes wrong with making promises to people in hospitals. Good stuff. Yoki Islands, huh? All I know about it is how the history books said that retired emperors are sent to exile there. It'll be my first time going there too. From what I hear, they have turban shell curry there. Turban shell curry? I can't imagine what that tastes like. Well, I'll try it, and let you know what it's like when I get back. And once you're out, we can go to the Oki Islands together and eat it together. Oh yeah. Sure, it's a oh no! Oh no! Double promise! Oh no! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's the flower basket. Wanna be picked for Hitoha on Director Ibusei's behalf. I think, honestly, at this point, I'd be more surprised if she doesn't die. Oh dear. Oh no. Gotta hand it to him. Oh, we already looked at this. Wait, what am I missing? Do we still have to talk to Hitoha more? Nope, okay. A fruit basket. I can't leave! Hi, Shima. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're going too! Oh, wonderful! She's going with Ibusei! I heard you mention it earlier, but you're going to the Oki Islands too. Huh. Yes, that's the plan. Are you going there too, Monami? Interesting, interesting. There was a dude in JoJo's who was like, yeah, dude, I'm getting married next week. It's gonna be great. And talked about his wife for a minute and died 15 minutes later in the most gruesome way possible. Damn. Sounds about right. Yeah. And the director asked me to gather some materials for him, so I'm planning to go deliver them there tomorrow. Oh, that's a coincidence. Wait, so the workroom director Ibusei shuts himself away to work in is... Wow, okay. In the Oki Islands, he has a villa in Nishinoshima. Apparently, he rented it out for the project, and has shut himself way there. Okay. Director Ibusei shut himself away in his villa. Oh, then would you like to come together with us? I can take out my car. Really? I'd appreciate it. Yes, of course. We're meeting tomorrow in front of my office at 7 AM. Feel free to join us. Understood. Then I'll see you tomorrow. It's a date. Yes. So Director Ibusei is in the Oki Islands too. Director Yamagishi and Sakuya should be there too. Having all three directors gathered in the Oki Islands is one of those odd coincidences. Definitely just a coincidence. Yagumo and Magari say goodbye to Hitoha and Monami and leave the room. They then walk down the hospital corridor when a middle-aged man with one of his hands held up by bandages approaches them. For whatever reason, the middle-aged man glares at Yagumo with stern eyes as he passes them by. Oh. He then enters Hitoha's room. That man just now. What's his problem? He was just glaring at us for some reason, but he went into Hitoha's room, so I guess he knows her? Is that Hitoha's dad? Might be her manager. A lot of Idol's managers look like they're really nasty people. The managers weren't gonna come out until filming though, right? Oh. Do you seem to have settled on that conclusion? You seem to forget about the man and leave the hospital. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, what did it look like in there? I mean, I was just wondering, did it feel like a killer's room? What does a killer's room feel like? Not in the slightest, it was really tidy, and all the books were reference materials for his job as a reporter. It is sus. His life looked surprisingly normal. If that's the case, maybe he wouldn't have stooped to murder if it wasn't for the mail he got from that shaman. Could be. The two were overcome with emotion as they look up to the second-story window where Sakio Ito's room was. Yagumo approaches the prefectural police department's reception desk and calls out for Inspector Misawa, but apparently he was out. I guess he isn't always in. Oh well, I'll come back again later. That's a good emote. Sayama faces Yagumo wordlessly, with a silent expression. He seems to have realized something was off by Yagumo's expression. I watched it. Right. So you did. Even with so little words, Sayama seemed to understand everything and closed his eyes silently. You'd have been better off without seeing that. No, it's a good thing I watched it. The woman in that film, that was my older sister. What? Sayama was so surprised he nearly fell off his chair, which clambered to the floor with a loud noise. Yagumo inferred from his reaction that Sayama didn't know that was his sister. Oh. I see. So that's why. That's why you were so... That's right. So until I reveal why that film exists, I won't stop my investigation. I won't stop you anymore. Keep investigating until you're satisfied. Yes. Yagumo says this and bows to Sayama, and leaves the archive center silently. Well, that was a nice moment. Isagami greets Yagumo and Magari in the reception office, looking the same as he always does. Well, did you come up with a good plot? Well, yes, I was able to work something out. It feels like recently your mind is somewhere else, Maxie. He sees right through Yagumo. With that thought in mind, Yagumo hurriedly tries to smooth things over. Oh no, not at all. I'm Max, same as always. Always giving it my all. I do everything to the max. Really? Now let's crank things up a notch. We stand to earn a great deal if this project turns out to be a success, so keep that in mind and try to cheer yourself up. Earn a great deal? Yes, start by saying, money! What are you doing? You need to say it next, Maxie. Huh? Oh. Money! That's right. Next up. Chance! Chance! And then? Honor! And? Best! Best! Yeah! And burst means, let's get poppin'! Come on! Nice and loud, a 1, 2! Let's get poppin'! Yeah, sounds good. You're all fired up now, right? That was wonderful. Just keep up that gusto and get the work done in a jiffy. Yeah. Having said his piece, Isagami taps Yagumo on the shoulder and leads him out of the room. But Yagumo did feel a bit more energized than he was when he came into the reception office. Fun! That was nice. Okay. Phew. Yagumo heaves a deep sigh after his third cup of black coffee, apparently finally calming down. He closes his eyes, waiting for the storm of emotion still brewing in his chest to peter out. What should I do? Magari sits in the editing room chair with a slightly anxious expression on her face. Something I want to check in the film we just saw. Could you play it again? Huh? But... Dealer, thank you for the good luck. Yay. Trooper, thank you for the bad luck. Yay. I want to check something about the scene where the lighting stand falls. That's all. You can pause there. Oh. Alright then. You didn't mean that scene. Internally relieved by Yagumo's words, Magari moves the progress bar carefully so as not to miss the right scene. No! Hey, hurry up! Hurry up! We have to get this offer now! What are you doing? Hurry up, you idiots! Ow! Magari pauses there. Is this it? Yeah. Is there something off here? You're not cursed, Troopa. I appreciate the bad luck just as much. No, but see over here? Can you zoom in there? Magari zooms in on the area Yagumo points at. The image of Manabe's actress contorting her face in agony fills the monitor. There, the HMI lamp hit her on the neck and left a burn. Longimus, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Perish? No! Evil? It's kinda hard to look at. Do we know anyone around here with a burn? No fucking way! Oh my god, that's Kuramochi's wife! Oh shit! Whoa, that's Akari! Do we know anyone around here with a burn? Huh? We should have met someone like that in all the location scouting we did. What? Magari hurriedly opens the location scouting folder and opens the image of the person matching the description of Manabe's actress. Yeah, Violent commissioned a bunch of stuff in advance. So they were ready, like, right as he got partner. They're awesome. They're really, really good. Upon stopping at Miss Kuramochi at Akari's picture, Magari exclaims in surprise. Huh? Akari Kuramochi had a burn mark on the back of her neck. Akari Kuramochi was one of the was once the actress for Manabe. And was burned while on the roll. Right, when we checked Miss Kuramochi's body during the Suwano incident, she had a burn mark in that exact same spot. So she didn't die. She was just injured. But now she's dead. Because... you, Gensai, wanted her dead. Gensai Kumashita wanted her dead. Okay. Then we... Oh. Maybe she thought she was gonna die? Right, when we checked Miss Kuramochi's body, yeah, okay. And Sakio Ito told us something, remember? She left Tokyo to pursue an acting career, but ended up coming back for some reason. Yeah. She's dressed in traditional clothes, so she feels pretty different, but yeah, she's the same person. Yeah. Oh. A deep silence falls over the two of them. Have I fought Oceanid this patch? No, I have not. I haven't fought Oceanid, since 1.3. Because I did it for the photo thing. That was the last time I did it. To take pictures of the mimics on the blue creature day. Oh, they're voiced now. Oh, sweet. Hey. That's good. Magadi then whispers faintly, breaking the silence. Just what does all of this mean? The project gets restarted 10 years later, and then the actress who played the protagonist's manager gets murdered. The person who sold off the films gets jailed. One of the people who killed her was the person with the film from 10 years ago. It's all that sham shaman, Yukensai Kumashiro. He holds the key to all of this. Did I finish Windbloom? I still didn't do the wire stuff, I have to do that still. I don't know. I might just not. I guess we'll see. We'll see how long this takes. But I did 2 of the songs up through hard, so I have the other 2 that I have to do still. It wouldn't take long. I just have to remember to do it before I go to sleep, I guess. I think I just had those 2 songs to do. I don't think I had anything else to do for it. I'm pretty sure that was it. I haven't touched the new event yet. The contending trials thingy. New event's easy? Oh, cool. Hey. That goes for like 9 days, right? Extreme difficulty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He was behind the incident at Tatsunomiya's shrine, too, and he manipulated Yugo and Sakyo Ito, too. Oh. Magadi wraps her arms around herself as her body shivers. So then, he manipulates Yugo, the son of the person who bought the set. Oh man. Magadi wraps her arms around herself as her body shivers. Rector, this is giving me the chills. Back here. Yagumo reaches for the archive's door, but stops just as he's about to touch the doorknob. I have nothing more to tell or ask Sayama. We said all there was to say. Let's just go back. I wanted to tell him, yo, we know who the actor for Manabe was, and she's dead now. Okay, well... Monami's still out, okay. She's busy even when her director's gone. I guess being a manager for some famous director is hard. I hope the Oceanid event is fun. I hope it's hard. More hard content would be nice. That's for sure. There's nothing to do here. Read that. Back to the hospital. Does Oceanid still wipe your party? Yagumo and Magari head for the nurse center and hand the nurse on duty the box of candy they bought on the way here. Yagumo asks the nurse to give Hitoha their sincere regards and leaves without visiting her room. Visiting her too often would just tire her out. Wow. Wow. Toxic. Wow. After waiting for a while, Misawa enters the room. Hey. Oh, you're alone today? Ishino's on a day off. It's just me here today. Hope you don't mind. No, not at all. No, not at all, no at all. We don't even mind a bit. It's faster when it's just you. It's a pretty awful thing to say with a poker face. But that aside, how did your meeting with Ito go? Did you learn anything? We learned a lot. Well, for a moment, Yagumo wondered how much he should tell him. But after that pause, he came to an answer. Yagumo! There isn't a lot of news now, though looking at his state of mind gave me a lot of material for my film. The meeting went smoothly thanks to your help, so thank you, I'm grateful. Oh, the birds are annoying. Yeah. Fischl deals with them well. Ganyu deals with them very well too. I see. Well, I wasn't expecting much, so I don't mind. I'm sorry. Except... what? There's something I want to check, so we'll be going to the Oki Islands tomorrow. Only Bo's child? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You have Amber. Amber's good. Cool. Amber's Pyro. Huh? Why go there again? Well, the project we're working on right now is actually a comeback for a project that was originally done 10 years ago. Oh? Oh, right. The mail Yugensai Kumashido sent you mentioned something about a project from 10 years ago. Yes, so I looked into the project from 10 years ago and found that, at the time, they did the shooting in the Oki Islands. So you thought you'd go there and investigate? Right, so I figured we'd let you know. Well, thank you. This is a bit too vague for us to act on, and the section chief won't approve it, but let me know if you find anything. We might be able to help. Thank you, Misawa. Right, I promise. Yagumo, tell him the truth! Yagumo leaves the police department when Magari, who walks alongside him, speaks up. Are you sure not telling him everything was the right thing to do? What do you mean? I mean, what Sakio Ito told you, and about the film, you hardly told Inspector Misawa anything. Ah, well, yeah. I owe Inspector Misawa a great deal for saving me, but I feel like running my mouth about what Sakio Ito told me would be an unjust thing to do. I don't have any Genshin emotes. Outside of Klee. I don't have a Klee. Logic! Logic, what's up? Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. How are you doing? How's everything going? Oh, how did the commentary for the marathon stuff go as well? I hope it was all good. Unjust, he's a murderer. Well, this doesn't relate directly to his crime. I don't know why, but he told me it does relate directly to his crime. What do you mean? Besides, if I told him about the film, he'd ask me to show it to him. He literally said that he wouldn't have killed if he didn't watch the film. How does this not relate to his crime? I don't think I want to expose something like that to any more people. Huh? Magari is shocked by the whisper that escapes Yagumo's lips. But the two just walk on in silence, saying nothing more. I guess that makes sense, though. Commentary was alright. Thar and I were cutting each other off quite a bit for the first hour, but it got good after that. Hey, good to hear. A faint darkness falls over the area at some point, and a chill that's unusual for the season settles in. Now then, we're leaving early tomorrow, so let's go back for today. I'll start getting things ready. Commentary is hard. It's fun though. The more you know the game that you're trying to commentate, the easier it gets. Really, I'll be going home then. I can make it home from the bus around here. This translation's wonderful. No typos. Cool, then you do that. Magari raises her hand to wave at Yagumo and walks off toward the bus station. I don't remember Root Letter having anywhere near the amount of translation mistakes and typos that this game has had. This game has had a ton. It's actually crazy. But she soon stops and walks back to him. What, did you forget something? There's something on my mind. Well, what Monami said earlier about Director Ibuse being in the Oki Islands. So right now, Director Yamagishi is there too, and we'll be going there tomorrow. All of the project's directors will be gathered in the Oki Islands. What? My light just turned off. Oh no, it's even more spooky now that it's happening with what's been going on in this part. No. What does it mean? She pointed out something Yagumo had asked himself too, which made him jolt internally. Yagumo hides his doubts, though, and answers with a casual tone. Just a coincidence. It's not like we arranged for this ahead of time. We're moving inside the small region of Shimane. The three of us just happened to be in the same place. Yeah. Really? Really, don't worry, with Kanade there'll be three of us there. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. I'm being a bit neurotic, I guess. Anyway, see you tomorrow, Director. It's coming from inside the house. Yeah, just don't oversleep. Right! The film has infected my lighting. Magari waves at him again and runs off again. Yagumo stays still, watching her retreating figure until it leaves his line of sight. Yagumo Part 5, Chapter 4. Oh, pretty! Pretty! What a great day! Guess it's bright out today. The next morning, at 9:30 a.m., the group arrived at Port 7 and boarded the steamboat ferry headed for the Oki Islands, the Kuniga. Watching from the deck as the Oki archipelago gradually grows closer, Magari and Monami enjoy the summer sunlight. Man, the smell of salt in the air is firing me up. My energy is skyrocketing. Wow. Oh, even prettier! Kanade, look at him! Glowing in the sunlight. Oh my goodness. I know what you mean. Monami eyes Kanade, who joins the conversation with suspicious eyes. Hmm? Is the extremely handsome young man standing over there an acquaintance of yours, Magari? Huh? Oh, that's Kanade. He's our cameraman. Huh? Didn't you two talk during the Unotsu incident? Oh, right. Yes, we did. My apologies, Kanade. Oh, it's fine. I'm used to it. You know, Kanade, I gotta ask myself how a stunning Adonis like you doesn't stick in everyone's memories. This happens every time. When I was a kid, my face kept drawing attention to me, and I hated that. So when I entered middle school, I learned how to hide my presence. Even when I enter people's field of vision, they don't notice me. That's my trick. He's like Kuroko! Oh shit. He's got the skills. Huh? You're like a ninja, huh? What will you be doing once we get there, Monami? We don't mind you staying with us. And if you've got somewhere to go, we can take you there with our car. Thank you, but I won't be getting off at the Beppu port. I'll be going straight for Hishiuda port. Huh? So Director Ibase isn't in Nishinoshima, where we'll be getting off, but in Nakanoshima? Oh. The badge stuff is very weird in chat. I don't know. Sub badges disappearing for messages and then popping back up. It's very odd. Director Ibuse's villa is on Nishinoshima, but we'll be using Nakanoshima for the actual shooting. So we'll need to go through some of the possible sites and at least let them know we're there. Oh, that sounds hard. Once I'm done with everything, I'll be taking tomorrow's ferry to Nishinoshima. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again on the scene. I hope you'll let me join you for a tour of the island then. We'd love to. I'll let the director know. By the way, Kanade, I don't see the director around. Is he still asleep? No, he shut himself off in the business room earlier. He's been sitting there watching videos on his laptop. He can charge it there. A video now? I'm back. I'm back. I have a banana. Oh, it's getting green screened out. Banana. Whoa. It doesn't actually look like that. It's not a void banana. But yeah, my little sister just came downstairs, handed me a banana and said eat. And then walked back upstairs. So I have a banana now. Yay. That's actually gonna be the big plot twist of this game. Is the game's gonna end and I'm gonna turn into a banana and I'll realize that I've been a banana my whole life. Oh god, that'd actually be terrifying. Oh no. The banana break is finished. Yay. Alright. Yes, looks like he's watching director Ibuse and Yamagishi's old works. Well, he obviously can't watch them all, so he's skimming through them. Okay. I thought he was gonna watch his older sister jump off a cliff over and over again all day. That would have been significantly more depressing. So he's researching into his rivals. That's what he said. It should probably give him more motivation for the project. I see. I look forward to seeing how this will work out. Should be a good stimulus for director Ibuse. Okay. Oh! The ship's announcement informs that they had arrived at Port Beppu. The coasts of Chiburijima were drifting behind Magari and the others. We should be getting ready to get off soon. Right, let's go tell the director to get ready. Alright, Monami. We'll be parting ways here. Yes, I hope you have a nice trip. Waving back at Monami, who bid them farewell with a smile, Magari and Kanade go into the ship. Oh, the sunlight's so bright. Yagumo and his group disembark at Port Beppu in his van and decide to gather in the wharf. The time is almost noon. The island is blessed with clear weather and the sun shines its rays down mercilessly at the group. That's because you stayed shut in the whole time watching videos. What's with those bleary eyes of yours? Well, I really wanted to check out director Ibuse's works again. I'd watched most of his films once before, but... Well, being motivated is a good thing. So, where are we headed next? Nishinoshima has a lot of promising locations for us to scout. I narrowed down some prospective spots, so let's take a look around there. Here, I made a list, take it. Magari accepts the note from Yagumo and looks at the prospective places scrawled onto it. The moment she saw it, Magari feels something click into place. Director, this is... places we saw in that film. The footage was pretty low quality, so it was hard to see, but I wrote down the places I could recognize. And his Tsukiyatari Cafe is... That's not related to the film, but it's apparently a local hangout, so it should be useful for gathering information. I see, Roger. Kanade, as always, you handle the camera. The trio eagerly get into the van. Let's do the heavy hitter first, I guess. The cliff. Wow, there's so many cows and horses running around. Pasture is spread out around them as their van drives along the mountainous road. True to Magari's words, all around them countless horses and cattle are grazing on the grass. But contrary to the serene scenery, Yagumo's face is turning dark and severe, and having noticed this, Magari is anxious. Eventually, their van pulls over in a parking lot that offers them a breathtaking view of the Kuniga coast, and a lungful of salty air. But further down that road, Yagumo could make out a familiar figure standing in the distance. Sakuya. For whatever reason, Sakuya stood at the end of the cliff, standing opposite a man, shouting at him for some reason. standing opposite at a man and shouting at him for some reason. Oh. As they approach, the two hurriedly... Yagumo hears her words traveling with the wind. Oh, that's Mamba's actor. Stay away from me. This is my only choice now. Calm down. Your sister's death isn't your fault. Her sister? Are they talking about Riho? What's this about her death not being Saki's fault? What are they talking about? Yagumo approaches while straining his ear to listen as more pained words from Saki reach him. No, it is my fault. If I hadn't told him where she was. And because I did that, my sister died because of me. They're just acting, right? Yeah. The man threatened you. You can't keep blaming yourself for that. Wait, don't do anything reckless. Saki slowly steps backward toward the tip of the cliff. At that moment, Sakuya! Huh? Huh? Whoa! Sakuya freezes in place at the sudden intruder to their exchange, and Yagumo pulls her back from the tip of the cliff as hard as he can. Ah! Sakuya falls back into a thicket from the force of being pulled, and as she sits there, Yagumo shouts at her in between ragged breaths. You! Ha! Ha! What were you thinking, you idiot? What? What was that just now? Saki rises to her feet and brushes off the dust and leaves, clinging to her dress, and then shouts back at him. What are you getting mixed up over, you stupid excuse for a brother? Huh? Funakoshi and me are just acting out a suspense drama. Huh? Acting out a suspense drama? Yeah, it'd be obvious if you thought about it for longer than 2 seconds. True. Huh? Wait, but... Sorry, sir. There seems to have been a misunderstanding. My apologies. Oh, you're Funakoshi. Yes, I'm Shichiro Funakoshi. Oh. Oh, I see. So, that's what happened. Yagumo felt all the energy drain from his body. Saying just that, he sinks down to the floor. Last time I saw a cliff in this series, a crow knocked some dude off. That was good. That was really good. We got chased to a cliff, and then the person slipped off the cliff, and they died, and it was good. It was some good stuff. Made me happy. I see. So you were her brother. Can't blame you for panicking then. My apologies, Director Yagumo. I just thought I'd see how the two of them handle dialogue. Oh, no, I just jumped to the wrong conclusion. I'm sorry. Everybody died. Everybody died, and then it was like, oh wait, I've been dead the whole time, and then we were dead. Or something like that. No, it was good. He got like pecked. It was really cool. It was cool. You sure did. You just burst into the scene. I wasn't sure what I should do. No, well, you say that, but you said that here, of all places? What do you mean, of all places? Well, Sakuya didn't know. This is where her older sister plunged to her death. Sakuya was in primary school when Riho committed suicide. Neither Yagumo nor her parents told her any details about her older sister's death. I mean, you were yelling at a place like this. Anyone would be surprised. But I mean, I'm at a spot like this with Funakoshi. Anyone would want to try doing this. I get what you mean, but... I'm scary. Why am I scary? No. I haven't said anything scary. Can the two of us have a minute? Sake informs Yamagishi and Funakoshi and takes Yagumo aside where no one can hear them. What is it? Well, what, do you want something from me? Let me tell you, I'm completely broke right now. Yeah, they didn't change her name for the filming, apparently. I guess that helps add to the authenticity of it, though. If she was an up-and-coming actor playing an up-and-coming actor in a mystery series. Interesting. Broke gang. It's rare for you to actually ever have money. That's not it. I was just thinking about what happened earlier. Rintaro, did that remind you of Riho? Huh? I don't really know, but I was just acting out a scene from a suspense play, and the killer dies by suicide. That's why I was yelling that. So, if I did something to remind you of her, I'm sorry, that was insensitive of me. No! No! You're fine. Sakuya bows her head apologetically, and Yagumo regards her with a bitter smile. No, it's been 10 years, and I'm not sensitive about it. It's nothing like that, so don't beat yourself up over it. Definitely not sensitive about it. He thought there wasn't any point to spurring any needless guilt in Sakuya. Sakuya's expression turns relieved at Yagumo's explanation. That's good then. Besides, you were a tyke when Riho died. You hardly remembered what happened. Yeah, it's like there was this atmosphere in the family that made it feel like talking about her was taboo. But really, all I know is that Riho was really sick. Riho was really sick? Riho was terribly ill. She was? Oh, did they just lie to her? Sick? What the hell? I've never heard of that. Yagumo regards Sakuya's words with apprehension. Yagumo avoided talking about Riho at home following her death, so it was the first he'd heard of it. Oh, never mind. So it's not a lie. She overheard it. Oh no, I just heard Mom and Dad talking about it. I don't really know the details myself. They said Riho had an incurable disease and wasn't going to live long. Oh. An incurable disease. Now that you mention it, I remember her going to the hospital a lot of the time. Still, she was sick like that? Riho and our parents didn't tell me anything. Yeah, I think they didn't want to make you worry. Yeah, I guess so. Was that what drove her to suicide? But assuming it was, why was it filmed like that? Yagumo begins sinking into contemplation, but is drawn back to reality by his sister's anxious face. Oh, Sakuya's here too. Yay! I wanted to check something, but doesn't give me the information I was looking for. Anyways. Alright. Well, it's all behind us now. No point being hung up over it. Yagumo manages to speak with a bright tone. We're both at an important time in our lives. We're going to make our dreams come true. We should focus everything we've got on that. I'm sure that would make Riho happy too. Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, let's make the most out of this chance. So he says, despite being the most hung up about the events of 10 years ago. With that contradiction in his heart, Yagumo returns to the group with Sakuya, hiding that bitter irony in his heart. Thank you for the GLHF deedlet. I like cats. Cats are nice. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm a director for this project, like Director Yamagishi. Magari and Kadade introduce themselves after Yagumo. Funakoshi regards them with a pleasant smile and exchanges polite greetings. I've heard rumors of you from Mr. Isogami. I've been paired with Director Yamagishi, but I hope you make a fine film too. Thank you for the good luck, Jordan. I appreciate it. Yes, we'll certainly do our best. It's an honor to hear that from the Emperor of Suspense. It's an honor to hear the Emperor of Suspense himself say that. Thank you for the good luck, Troopa. Wow. I've always seen you on TV, but seeing you perform in person on the scene was the best. Well, when you think of precipitous cliffs, I'm the first thing to come to mind. I've seen many precipitous cliffs across Japan, but I can confidently say that the Matengai Cliff is a top-class precipitous cliff. Yeah. Really starting to feel some... I don't even know what that word is. Gestaltzerfall? Yeah, okay. Really starting to feel some Gestaltzerfall settle in around the words precipitous and cliff. What does Gestaltzerfall mean? Gestaltzerfall. Visual, oh. Yeah. Oh, that's the... So it's when you say a word a lot or hear a word a lot and then it starts to, like, sound weird. Doesn't sound like a word. I never realized there was a name for that. The more you know. We're learning. Educational streams. I did something a bit excessive. I didn't mean to make you panic like that, Director. Nausea. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I was the one who jumped to conclusions. Don't let it bother you. I guess anyone would feel like doing that if they stood on this cliff with you, Mr. Funakoshi. So how's it going with Director Yamagishi, Sakuya? It's going great. It's my big chance, so I'm doing everything to make the best of it. Right, this project. It's a huge chance for both of us. Right. So you both gotta focus and give it 110%, right? Yeah. Focus on it, huh? To do that, I've gotta solve the mystery of what happened 10 years ago. So, Mr. Manba. Mr. Funakoshi, you're part of the project 10 years ago too, right? Since there were people who didn't know about the pilot film around them, Yagumo tries to speak as casually as possible. Yagumo knew that his involvement with the pilot film could mean Funakoshi would pretend he doesn't know anything, but... I'm surprised you know. Yes, I participated in it 10 years ago. He admitted it with a careless smile in a way that was almost anticlimactic. The director was pretty harsh, so I did my best to play the role at the time. So I was sad to see it get suspended. Who was the director? In that regard, I see this project as a second chance. I see. I heard there were 3 films in total, so I was shocked to hear it was shelved. 3 films? No, I hear it was suspended after only 2 films. Oh, so he was never even part of filming for the 3rd part, and the director died? The director, Akasawa, passed away suddenly while we were finishing up filming for the 2nd film. What? Okay. Director Akasawa died during the closing stages of the 2nd film's filming. Akasawa, you don't mean... Yes, director Issei Akasawa. What? Issei Akasawa directed those films? Director Akasawa, you mean the representative of Japan? The director that made the 7 or so Samurai and Be Cautious Boy? That's the one. He was as great as the rumors said, but since he was old, he had a stroke in the middle of shooting. It was tragic. What? This film is actually cursed. Holy fuck. So after that... No, like I said, that's where the filming was cancelled. The end... Wait, so they shot the 3rd film without him? The end of the 2nd film was shot without the director, though. The staff disbanded after that. See, so that's what happened. That means someone else shot the 3rd film. So between that and the mail that dealt with Riho, I'm guessing it must have been Yugensai Kumashido. Which is Ibuse? Right? What is going on? Oh, this is so weird. So then Ibuse directed the 3rd film on his own? And... assuming it is Ibuse. So what's his name? What's the guy's name? Yugensai Kumashido directed the 3rd film on his own with other staff, though. And then... Okay. What is happening? Okay. Really, I never imagined they got someone as big as director Akasawa on the project 10 years ago. It was just a drama project, but they really put everything they had into it, huh? Dude, Jet Set Radio is such good music. I'm so excited. I don't know if you've let me find this game. Here. I don't know if you've seen this tweet. But this game is in development. It's by Reptile Games, the people who did Lethal League. And it's like a Jet Set Radio spiritual successor. Which also still has Hideki Naganuma on the soundtrack, who also did the soundtrack for the Lethal League. Yeah. It looks really good. I'm excited for it. Yes, the budget was very generous. They remade an entire building just so that it can serve as a set. It doesn't happen too often. Oh, you mean the Capricious Hall? Right, that's what it was called. Well, that was just director Akasawa's particular way of using the budget. One legend says that in one shoot during its prime, he said he didn't like the way a mountain was shaped, and the next day it was flattened out. Holy shit. Wow, that man is like a giant. Yeah, it's sad. I would love a new Jet Set Radio game. Well, since he was that great of a man, he must have started preparations for the 3rd film ahead of time. Yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently the 3rd film was supposed to be set here, on Nishinoshima, and he bought a villa just for that. He bought a villa? It's the villa that Ibuse's in! Oh no! Oh my god! Director, just fuck me. Director Akasawa planned to shoot the third film on the Oki Islands and bought a villa there for that purpose. It's good. At least a lot of these things have had like spiritual successors, right? Like there's like the Marble game for Monkey Ball. It rolled out is coming out soon as well. Or that might be in early access right now, I think. And we did get Sonic Mania, which was like old Sonic. I still never finished Sonic Mania. But it's good that at least some things have seen some life recently. Not entirely from Sega, but at least some things are keeping the ideas alive at least. Because there's a lot of good stuff that just doesn't see updates. Same with Nintendo. Like, F-Zero hasn't had a game in forever. I would love a new Chibi Robo. I think Chibi Robo is like my... I would fucking love... Oh man, I would love another Chibi Robo. Custom Robo back on GameCube was great, and it had the Custom Robo Arena on DS, and that was good. Pikmin 4? Pikmin 4? It's gonna come. Dude. But no, it's fine. We can have a Splatoon 3, that's good. No shade to Splatoon 3, but God, I would love some other their older IP to get new releases. I hope someday we will see some stuff. I would love a new F-Zero. F-Zero is so cool. And I would love a Pikmin 4. We did just get Pikmin 3 Deluxe, right? A few months ago? Or maybe it's longer. I haven't bought it. But Pikmin 3 is good. Pikmin 3 was not bad. I still think Pikmin 2 is, like, better. But Pikmin 3 was fun. I never really got into 8. I don't know what it was. I think it was... I can't tell if it was the game itself or just, like, me not being into Mario Kart that much at the time. But I played so much Mario Kart Wii, and then, like, less of 7 just because it was on 3DS. So, like, when I'd have people over and we want to play Mario Kart, we'd still, like, play Wii. Because you're not going to play on 3DSs unless everybody, like, brings their 3DS or whatever. But in 8, like... I never played it as much. And I have 8 Deluxe on my Switch, too. Which I also haven't played too much of. Okay, they said that in between filming for the second film, he would try to come up with an idea in that villa. A villa, huh? Buying a villa just for shooting one film? It's like something from another world to us, huh, director? Yeah, it's like heaven and earth compared to our current standing. Okay, we got everything we need. Yagumo gets into the van alone. sinks into contemplation as he holds onto the steering wheel. Director Akasawa had a villa around here. I wonder if it still exists. If it does, I might find a hit about the third film in there. Yurahime Shrine stands in front of a beach known as Squid Bay. Game companies are weird, yeah. I mean, there's gotta be logic behind it in terms of like a business standpoint, but it really does suck to see old beloved IP just not see any use. And not even like be licensed out to other companies to do stuff with too. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of devs who would jump at like the chance to make an F-Zero. I think the Nintendo was in talks with like the Burnout developers or something to make an F-Zero game back on Wii U. That fell through. But I'm sure there are companies that would want to make games of those IP. Yeah, Bowser's Fury is cool. Bowser's Fury is very cool. But who knows? We've got quite a bit left in this year. Maybe there will be some exciting announcements going forward. I hope. You will see. Yeah. Whenever that Switch does come out, I'll get it. Maybe, if I have money. I probably won't have money, but I'll try and get one. Because it seems like it might be necessary to play a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus, with how that looked like it was running. It's a unique shrine with a distinctive appeal, with the area up from the first torii to the front being built into the water. This place was in the third film too. I can understand why they wanted to use this location. That's an arena, right? Yeah, they say the Oki classic style sumo is popular around here. So there's arenas around the nearby shrines. They hold night matches too. Yeah, the Animal Crossing Switch looks beautiful. That's cool. Can outsiders participate too? It'd be nice to have a style for the new Switch. But I guess it also has been a year now, so that's less likely of happening. Huh? You think you can compete in sumo? Well, I like it. I was undefeated as a kid. Damn. For real? Are you talking like that so you can sound like a sumo wrestler? No. Oh, okay. Messed up fan drifting Joy-Cons. Yep, that's good. No problems in being pretty. Ah, but look at the sea and this pretty forest all around us. This is such a nice place. I wish I could see the sights around here a bit more normally, you know? Magari looks around the surrounding forest as she speaks before letting out a sudden screech. Hey! What's wrong? Squid! Huh? Squid? Whoa! Yagumo follows Magari's gaze and exclaims in surprise. For whatever reason, ornaments modeled after a 6-foot-long squid were hanging from the trees here and there. Oh, this is scary! Ah. This is what they call a surreal sight. Even with surrealism, you can only go so far. It's like there's hung corpses dangling from the trees. I'm like really scared. Oh dear. Legend speaks of how the goddess Yurahime dipped her hand into the water. The squids, overcome by her beauty, coiled around her hand. For that reason, decorations like these are put up around the shrine's premises, but the sight is so surreal the trio can't help but stare. The front shrine is designated a tangible cultural property. The main shrine was built in what is called the Myojin style, and it stood solemnly, its coloring showing the many seasons as it has endured. Feels like a temple that looks like this will grant you twice the blessings. Anything else? At the front shrine side is a lane leading to the grove that grew nearby. Exploring a forest of squids sounds kind of interesting. Huh? Wherever I look, all I see is squids. Now I feel like eating calamari. You were scared of them and now you feel like eating them? Karade is gazing excitedly at an arena set up for Okisumo. He really does like sumo, huh? Maybe I should challenge him to a match or something. But he's always carrying a camera, so his trunk's probably really developed. He might actually be hard to beat. As Yagumo ponders this, Kanade looks back at him, visibly confused by the way he was staring at him. Okay, speaking of eating calamari, let's go to the cafe. Place looks like a great spot to relax in. It's great! It's like coming over to play at a friend's house. It's probably the idea. The tables and sofas inside the store lack any sense of consistency, but simply allow one to recline as they please. Yagumo can imagine how this relaxing, humble place would be a gathering spot for the locals. I like the atmosphere of this store. It's relaxing. Oh, hello there. Thanks for stopping by. This isn't a business, though. It's more of a free space. A free space? Yes, the Shugetsudo was built some 4 years ago. The locals use it as a workshop or a tourist attraction. 4 years ago, so it's pretty recent. Yagumo came here hoping that since it was a gathering spot for the locals, he'd be able to gather some information, but if that's the case, asking about the filming from 10 years ago is going to be hard. Anything else? Are you all from a TV station or something of the sort? Huh? Yes, something like that. Oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? Oh. 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 That's good. Huh? Yes, something like that. We're a film company to be exact. I'm surprised you could tell. You kind of feel similar to the folks that arrived yesterday, so I thought so. Oh, Sakuya? Is that... You mean Director Yamagishi? Yes, that was their name. They gave me a calling card with their name on it. There was an actor I've seen on TV with them, so I was pretty surprised at first. Okay, Funakoshi. She likely means Shichido Funakoshi. As the shopkeeper... Wait, is this... Oh, as the shopkeeper speaks happily, Yagumo decides to ask him. 10 years ago, there was filming for a film here. You know anything about that? 10 years ago. I'm sorry, I don't think I've heard anything of it. Right. Judging by the third film's footage, it was likely shot with the bare minimum of people. Director Akasawa's death was probably part of it, but if that's the case, it makes sense the locals wouldn't know about it. Okay. Anything else? By the way, I've heard director Issei Akasawa had a villa on this island. Do you know about it? Yes, I've heard of it. They even call it the Akasawa Gosho. The Akasawa Gosho. Director Akasawa's villa is called the Akasawa Gosho. Okay. The Akasawa Gosho. That's a pretty grand name. Well, I don't think it's the place's real name. It was probably named after the image of the Kudoki Gosho. Oh. The Kudoki Gosho was a palace that exiled former Emperor Go-Daigo lived in. The palace's remains are still on the Oki Islands. Director Akasawa's villa was likely christened with the same name as a nod to his moniker of the Emperor. Is the Akasawa Gosho still intact? It should be. Someone even lives there every now and then. Yeah, that's Ibuse. Huh? But Director Akasawa passed away. Maybe his family inherited the place and are still using it. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But if that's the case, the building should still be mostly intact. Maybe there's some hint about the film from 10 years ago there. With that thought in mind, Yagumo swallows nervously and asks the shopkeeper. Where exactly is the Akasawa Gosho? Do you happen to know? Not the problem with Twitter. What's the problem with Twitter? Not the exact spot, but I hear it's near Yurahime Shrine. What is allodoxophobia? Oh dear. The fear of others' opinions? Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yurahime Shrine. Alright. Thank you very much. You were a huge help. Don't mention it. The shopkeeper probably didn't understand why he was being thanked so ardently. He replies to Yagumo's words of gratitude with a confused glance. Okay. Back to the shrine. Yurahime Shrine stands in front of a beach known as Squid Bay. It's a unique shrine with a distinctive appeal. We saw that already. That line. It's a unique shrine with a distinctive appeal, with the area up from the first story to the front being built into the water. We walked around for a while, but I have no idea where this Akasawa Gosho place is. Only we could find some locals that know. We're basically fumbling in the dark here. Yeah, it's Akasawa's villa, so I thought there'd be something special about that would make it easy to find. I guess I was wrong. I guess we'll just have to go the old-fashioned way and look at the nameplates. Yeah. For now, let's take a little break here. Oh, we've read all this already. Okay. Let's go to Beppu Port. Maybe we can get information here. Yagumo's group have a late lunch at the Beppu Port. They relax under the pleasant sunlight and sea breeze. Man, that turban shell curry was delicious. Yeah, I thought it would smell like fish, but it turns out it smells fine and tastes great. I guess trying out new things is always important. Apparently, in the past, meat was hard to come by, but they had plenty of turban shells. It is the catchphrase "makes sense on the island." It takes a pretty unique common sense to eat turban shells like it's nothing. The trio talk enthusiastically about the turban shell curry they had at Konsei, a restaurant near Beppu Port. Suddenly, a voice speaks up behind them. You there, were you filming just now? Huh? They turn around to see a policeman looking at them. Well, The officer likely finds Yagumo's evasive tone suspicious. He approaches the trio, a severe gaze in his eyes. The cops! Uh-oh. What is it? May I ask you a few questions? The officer flashes his badge. There's his name, as well as the words Yurago Police Department Officer Yoshimasa Matsushita. Officer Matsushita. Yes, from the Urago Police Department. Now, I've seen you walk around with a camera. Is your filming legally sanctioned? No, we're from a filming company. We're collecting data before the filming officially starts. In which case, right now your filming was not legally sanctioned, yes? Yes, we're doing location scouting for a drama. We'll be shooting for Shimane TV soon. You can check with them if you want. Shimane TV, you say? Matsushita looks fixedly at Yagumo's group before continuing. Oh. Well, that's fine then. We've just had trouble relating to filming recently. Make sure you get a permit if you're filming in the streets. Prison org, no. Understood. We'll get a road closure permit when it's time to start filming. Good. Make sure you get permission when filming indoors, too. No guerrilla filming, it'd trouble the locals. Yes, of course. Nodding at Yagumo's amicable response, Matsushita leaves. Once he's out of sight, Magari parts her lips in relief. I always panic when cops get involved. Dealing with the police is one of the most troublesome parts of filming. But when it's time for filming, we'll get a public filming permit. Yagumo is about to finish his sentence, but suddenly trails off. Is something wrong? Road filming permit. Right, that's it. The third film. If it was shot on this island, they must have gotten a road closure permit from the police here. And it should have the name of the person in charge of the filming. And it should have the name of the person in charge of the filming should be listed there. Oh! So that should tell us who was in charge of the filming after director Akasawa passed away. Exactly. Let's go. Magari. Kanade. Okay. Roger. More cops. Near Yurahime's shrine, at a port area where pleasure boats sailed, stood the Urago Police Department. This police department held jurisdiction over Nishinoshima. With the guard ship Urakaze, they maintained peace on both land and sea. Yagumo and his group were currently inside the station, arguing with the officer at the counter. I'm telling you, I just need you to let me see the road closure permit records. Why can't you show me? Because we can't just let any civilian that walks into the station see things like that. Why would you even want to see that? We're working on a film project for Shimane TV. A similar project was done here 10 years ago, and I want to know who was in charge of it. I'm asking why you need to know that. Stop being absurd. If you're going to insist any longer, I'll slap an obstruction of justice charge on you. What do you mean? There's no justice being done! Yagumo is silenced by Matsushita's threat. But then Magari cuts into their exchange. Well, wait up! We're cooperating with a detective from the Shimane Prefectural Police. They're investigating a certain incident. Huh? Hey, Magari, isn't that... I'm sorry, Director, I didn't want to do this, but we'll need to use Inspector Misawa's name here. He preferred not using Misawa's name for a personal errand like this one. Magari likely senses that and says this to Yagumo while bowing her head. She then turns to face Matsushita. I'm telling the truth. We can't share the details, but checking the road closure permit records is part of an investigation we're helping out with. Are you really assisting with an investigation? Really, if you think I'm lying, ask Inspector Misawa from the Shimane Prefectural Police Investigation Division. Go on, call him and check. Fine. Inspector Misawa, the Shimane Prefectural Police Investigation Division, right? Officer Matsushita begrudgingly picks up the phone receiver on his desk and starts dialing. Only exchanges a few words over the phone before turning back to them. Well, it's exactly like I told you, right? Inspector Miso is on a day off. I couldn't confirm your story. Huh? I suppose I'll only be able to check tomorrow. Come again then. Oh, what is that geezer doing? Why is he taking days off right when we need him? Yagumo and Magari so enthusiastic that the disappointment hits them that much harder. It's then that Kanade speaks to Magari. Magari, did you try calling his cell phone? Huh? I mean, during the incident at Yunotsu, Inspector Misawa gave you his cell phone number, right? I completely forgot! Magari hurriedly takes out her smartphone and opens the phone book. The ringtone plays on and on, but there's no sign of Misawa picking up. The three wait impatiently until eventually, the call connects with the sound of a phone's button being pushed. Hello, it's Magari. Why did it take you this long to pick up? Such grammar good, yes. Huh? Huh? You're playing Mahjong! Look, I don't care about that. Listen, we need a favor. Yeah, so it's like that. Yeah. No, please, we're begging you. You'll be saving our lives here. Apparently, he wasn't going to say yes easily. Magari begs into the receiver repeatedly before eventually removing her ear from the smartphone and... Here, he's asking to speak with you. Magari hands him the smartphone, with the talk still connected. 30 minutes later, sitting on the station's table are 5 road closure permit reports. Misawa convinced Matsushita to bring out all the reports submitted around the year 2010. Thank you, Magari, Kanade. I owe you 2. Mahjong is kinda pog. I've only played like twice. But it's cool. I'm an overachiever. But still, it's around 2 total years, but there's only 5 reports. Well, I guess those are all the reports. It does make it easier to find what we're looking for. Go for the one in the very back first. The second permit was signed by an advertising company, and the reason listed was for an outdoor event. The title of the event made it clear it was related to some kind of civilian marathon. It's got nothing to do with filming. Okay. Oh, this one. Yagumo checks the first permit. This is a local news program's interview. It has the name of a local TV station signed on it. Doesn't look suspicious. This permit is... Wait, it's for a film. Yagumo hurriedly checks the requester's name, only to find it said a university's independent film society. Oh, it's just some university's film club. Yeah, I don't think that has to do with the film. Ooh. Examine the 4th report. The line that listed the reason for closing the street says for purpose of filming a movie. Oh, that's it. The applicant is listed as Shimane TV's production department. Yes, there's no mistaking it. This is it. Yagumo somehow felt like he was afraid to find out, but looked at the bottom of the page. And the last line listed the name of the person in charge of the scene. What? Huh? That's Director Ibuse's name. We got him! The road closure permit is signed with Ibuse's name. Izaya Ibuse. The name of someone they knew very well. They descend into a long silence. Yagumo eventually whispers, quietly, breaking that silence. Magari, Director Ibuse's on this island too, right? Yes, he should be, but I don't know where. Monami should be coming tomorrow, right? We can ask her to take us there. Anyway, now we know that we have to meet Director Ibuse. Right. Yes, you're right. Alright. Alright, the solution? Is it coming? Is it, it's not going to the next part. Oh no! Oh no, this part's going so long! Oh my goodness. Where are we going now? Where's left to go? I guess we can go back to the cliff. Oh no, we're back here. Okay, cool. At the shrine. There's new stuff, apparently. Oh, my throat's parched from all that walking around. You can have this mineral water I bought earlier if you want. And look, this salt tablet. Thanks, I'll have it. You too, Director. You might get heat stroke if you walk around so long without water. No, this will be the finale stream. We're not finishing in stream until we finish the game. Yeah, thank you. I almost said we're not finishing the game. Magari and Yagumo drink from the bottle Kanade hands them and lick salt tablets. They've been going around the neighborhood looking for Akasawa Gosho, but they couldn't find it. Damn it, wasn't that place supposed to be nearby? Was the information we got wrong? Anything over here? Nope. Anything over here? Nope. Scary! Oh, I'm scared! Yagumo regards Magari, who whined as such while looking at the squids hanging around the nearby woods. Stop staring at them if it scares you so much. You don't have to look at them if you don't want to. Thank you for the bad luck, Deedlit. We're just getting started. We're in there. It's gonna be good. Oh, I'm scared, but like, my eyes keep wandering. They have this weird charm to them. Eek! What now? Look at that! There's someone there! Magari is right. There's a figure appearing and disappearing between the trees. And eventually, they see the figure's full form. Huh? That's Director Yamagishi. They see Yamagishi approaching them through the woods, looking at them curiously. Director Yamagishi! Perhaps noticing them due to Magari's call, Director Yamagishi nods his head and approaches them. Hey there! Wait, are you alone? Yes, Mr. Funakoshi and Sakuya went back to the inn first, so I have some errands to attend to. So I'm by myself right now. Oh, really? Still, I didn't expect to run into you here. Well, my business was around here, and I was told there's this interesting shrine nearby, so I checked it out on my way back. Yagumo listens in on Magari, and then Yamagishi's exchange. Listens in on Magari and Yamagishi's exchange from the side when an idea flashes in his mind. Yagumo speaks to Yamagishi, hoping to confirm that. Director Yamagishi, what kind of errand was that? Oh, I heard Director Ibuse lives nearby, so I figured I should drop by and say hello. I was surprised to find out he seems to be living in the villa Director Akasawa used to live in. Oh, you mean the place they call the Akasawa Gosho? Yes, that's what I heard. Apparently, Director Ibuse bought it off after Director Akasawa passed away. Ibuse bought the Akasawa Gosho after Director Akasawa's death. Oh, Director! Yeah. Makes sense we wouldn't find a nameplate that said Akasawa. Director Yamagishi, could you tell us where Akasawa Gosho is? I'd like to give my regards to Director Ibuse too. Sure, I don't mind. A bit taken aback by Yagumo's impatient question, Yamagishi tells them the address. Okay. Now we go. Oh, here's the hype music. It's coming in. The Akasawa Gosho. Like they were told, the place was behind Yurahime Shrine, standing isolated along the eastern side of the Kuniga shore. The house didn't even have a nameplate. They wouldn't find the place that had Yamagishi not told them. And now... Oh, look at him all smug! His cool outfit! Oh! Here we go. Yagumo and his group were in front of the villa's room, sitting opposite of Ibuse. First Yamagishi and now you. I've got quite a few guests today, it seems. Sadly, only I live here, so I don't have anything in the way of snacks. But I could make you coffee. No, it's fine. We didn't come here to chat. Oh. There's something important we need to ask you. Something important. Well, that's a surprise. Contrary to his words, he replied with his expression not showing any signs of surprise. Yagumo, on the other hand, looks at him with a terribly stiff expression, and spoke as Maguri watched him with concerned eyes. Director Ibuse, there's something I need to ask you. Cutting right to the chase, I see. Let's hear it. Go ahead. I'd like to ask you about the project 10 years ago, about the drama project that preceded this one. When you pulled the trick with the ghost film to test me, you played the role of someone who shot the pilot film 10 years ago, right? Yes. Yes, I did do that. But I know that wasn't just a role you were playing. Oh? That film has nothing to do with that project. I don't mean that. I mean the actual pilot film from the project 10 years ago. In other words, 10 years ago you actually did shoot the pilot film. Me? That's impossible. I hear the director for those films was the maestro, Director Akasawa. I'm unrelated to those films. True, Director Akasawa was behind the megaphone for the first two films. The first two films? It's odd. You make it sound as if there were films besides those two. The third film was brought in by Sakio Ito. Yes, there definitely was another film. The third film was brought into Shimane TV by a man called Sakio Ito. Oh. At the time, he was in charge of developing the film, and he secretly brought in a copy of it to extort money out of Shimane TV. As a result, Shimane TV bought the film off of him in secret and covered the whole story up. Fact of the matter is, a third film existed. That's the first I hear of that. It's hard to believe that it happened. In which case, that film is extremely precious and rare. It's a posthumous work by director Akasawa, after all. No, director Akasawa couldn't have filmed that movie, and that's because he died during the second film. Director Akasawa passed away during the closing stages of the second film shooting. Shichiro Funakoshi was there and confirmed this. In other words, director Akasawa couldn't have been the one to film the third movie. I see. Mr. Funakoshi says so. I'm inclined to believe him. However... Why does that mean I was the one to film it? When you take a large enough leap of logic, it only comes across as absurdity, Yagumo. So you're gonna insist on playing dumb, are you? Me? Playing dumb? I most certainly am not playing dumb, since I have no recollection of what you're describing. Director Ibuse, I already have evidence. Decisive proof that you were related to the third film. Signed with Ibuse's name. And it's this road closure permit. It's a road closure permit from back then, and your name is signed as the one in charge of the scene. Oh. You said you're not related to this business, in which case, why did you buy off Director Akasawa's villa? Oh. We're almost there. You said you're not related to this business, in which case, yeah. Okay. I don't imagine Director Akasawa's family would give up the villa he left a mark on. But the reason they gave it up to you was because you were part of his staff, wasn't it? And then you picked up the project after Director Akasawa's death and filmed the third one. Yes. I understand. Not a bad theory. A road closure permit. I was careless to leave that kind of paper trail. True. So you admit it, you shot the third film. Without answering Yagumo's question, Ibuse continues with a small smirk. Judging by your tone, I assume you've already seen the film. I did. That's why I can't forgive this. Right. So you've seen it. Right. Truth revealed. I'm gonna be right back. I will be right back. I'm back. Guess what? I hope you all enjoyed the cliffhanger. Cause I'm ending stream. That's it. We're done. I'll continue this on like Friday of next week. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm kidding. Alright, let's continue. Let us continue. Fine then. That means my objective has been achieved. Objective? What objective? What did you make that film for? What does making me watch that thing achieve? Well, you see, Ibuse's about to say, but then freezes. Is he dying? Wait, no! What is this? His eyes then widen and he starts shivering uncontrollably. What the fuck? What do you mean? Oh no! What? Huh? A red line of blood runs down from Ibuse's lips. As Yagumo and his group stand up in shock, Ibuse looks down at his own blood with surprise. Eventually his game seems to fix on a single spot. I see. Oh my goodness. Yagumo thinks he can feel a certain serenity in Ibuse's widened eyes and expression as he whispers faintly. His gaze then settles on Yagumo. Watch carefully, Yagumo. The moment life and death intersect before your very eyes. And what you feel as they do. Watch me. And be reborn as a creator. Finishing those words, his lips curl up in a smile. Ah! Oh my goodness! Director Ibuse! He coughs up a thick amount of blood as if vomiting it out. And as he spits out a large amount of blood, eventually, he sinks to his knees slowly, while Yagumo and the others watch him in shock.